business on the internet show.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Angel Stark Show with Damon Means. I'm your host, Angel Starks.
And I'm Damon Means.
And if you would like to be a guest on the Angel Stark Show, send us an email at angelstarkshow@gmail.com. Let us know a little bit about your business or your talent. We would love to have you on the show.
And if you're watching this right now on WHMB TV 40, don't forget you can also listen to us on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. on ampsradio.com. And if you missed that, check us out at 7 p.m. at ampstv.com.
That's right. It is I have heard people say that they have literally set their alarm clocks. They have had people wake them up in their home so that they can watch us on Channel 40 at 12:30
It's worth it.
People tell me that, and I feel at first I was like, oh, people are going to be asleep. People are up, and we want to personally thank you guys so much for staying up late.
It means a lot. And I mean, that says a lot because normally people set alarms for things that are important.
Yes.
So if you're taking the time to set an alarm for us, that means we are important to you, and we greatly appreciate that because you are important to us.
Absolutely. So today we have an awesome show, some awesome topics. We're going to talk about Boys Will Be Boys. We're going to talk about some local news. And this is news that could be true, but who knows? So we're going to talk about all of this stuff today, but our very first guest is David Wilkins. And Dave is what's his?
Man, he's an entrepreneur of a different sort. What he does, you wouldn't even normally think that this is something that entrepreneurs would do. So if you want to know exactly what he does, stay tuned.
Yep. If you have a teenager that is in high school, you don't want to miss this show. It's all about motivating your teens and all about figuring out what they're going to do in the future. He has the answers right here. You guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we are back as promised, and we have a very special guest here, Mr. David Wilkins, and he is a representative for RallyCap. Thank you so much for coming on the Angel Starks and the Mind Means show.
Thank you for having me. It's
We're
a pleasure.
excited. We've been having too much fun, haven't we?
Already.
Behind the scenes, we have been having a great time.
That's bloopers. That's where the best work gets done.
Yes. So tell us, what is RallyCap?
Okay. It's a consultant firm. So let me kind of tell you a little bit of history, and then I'll explain.
Like the backstory.
Yeah. So education is interesting, of course. It's a very pertinent topic on the table right now. So I primarily focus on high school. And do you guys remember when you were in high school, like, did you have college reps come in? Or?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, so what's happening now is...
I would be asleep, though, but I heard they were
right.
pretty inspirational.
Right.
Heard a lot of good things about them.
I feel you. So imagine that concept where every school wanted to have a rep that came in and took time.
Okay.
Which for the schools, with teachers, I mean, with testing and all the stuff that they have to do, the time to have reps from each school come in wouldn't be able to, wouldn't be able to happen. So now we tried to look at trying to come with a general approach where we go in and motivate. I mean, that's a huge word to use with high schoolers to connect them with what they can do after high school, whether it's college, whether it's working, whether it's trade, military, whatever. And then they kind of designate what their interests are and what they want to pursue. And then we look at schools that are in state, in the same city, you know, outside the state, even internationally.
Okay.
So we connect them with more opportunities, and it really is a one-class type of presentation. So within the junior, senior high school year, they get some information on colleges and careers and stuff like that in general. We try to come in and be like a spark. Look, like, y'all, okay, you're getting closer.
Not doing the same exact thing, though, right?
Right, exactly.
You're
Try
fun,
to be
so I can
fun.
imagine,
I talk about entertainment opportunities. I talk about...
And so about how many people do you present to at one time?
Usually within one class, so usually from 20 to 30 now in a classroom. So I usually will connect myself with one teacher or two and just go through all their classes.
Gotcha. So you do the whole day with one teacher?
Exactly.
And you see every class?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you see every class that they have throughout the whole entire day.
Which means you would have pretty much seen every student within that graduating class for high school.
Yes, potentially.
If
so there's
they're
different
taking that
tracks.
class.
Yeah, there's you know
Let's
there's
say econ.
yeah there's CTE, there's people that do different electives, and then there's of course the top-notch students, which their curriculum is a little different.
Right.
So yeah.
What school district are you primarily going out to, or do you?
So my territory, and this is the thing, I have Michigan, Illinois, I have Indiana, and then also some parts of Ohio.
Okay.
So I'm constantly traveling to different schools. I love Indianapolis. I have grew up here a little bit, went to LC for a minute. So I would love to get more into IPS.
Okay, I was just wondering if that seemed like something they could totally benefit from. Not saying that all schools can and all children can't, but I was primarily thinking about that because I should teach at IPS schools. And I thought that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I'm a graduate of IPS. So
awesome, fantastic.
So so right now, if you're at Indy, what district are you in?
So all over, it's pretty much, I reach out to teachers in different areas,
All over,
and if they're like, oh yeah, you want to come in and motivate my students? Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, how long have you been doing this?
Recruiting in different forms for about 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 years.
Never thought I'd be here.
Isn't it amazing though?
It's crazy.
To start, it's like something birthed this idea.
Exactly.
And just watch it grow.
It's big time.
It's
I
big
mean,
time.
there is a lot of opportunity for these students, and they just need information and motivation. So,
and creativity.
Yeah.
Like, when I used to teach and people would come in and talk to my students, I would be asleep. I would be so irritated. I would be like, I know they're not listening because I'm an adult and I am not listening to them.
Yeah.
I can't even say, get off your phone.
So what do you provide that would keep teachers like Angel from going to sleep doing a presentation? I mean,
that is the coolest part to it. I feel like I have a benefit because I got into recruiting from an entertainment school.
Okay.
Got a master's in entertainment business with a school called Full Sail, which I started going into classes and talking to them about the coolest careers that they could imagine.
Right.
Which their attention, I had like music videos, cool graphics.
They're
so they were like, what is
in.
this?
Yeah.
Right. The good stuff.
So that turned into, we applied that same creative, cool element to engineering.
Something more realistic.
To a lot of different stuff,
Right, okay.
And you'll be surprised too, most students, a good 30% around there, really just want to go into work.
Yeah,
They're looking for, okay, you know what, I don't want to go into debt and go to a big 4-year school. Maybe I'm gassed out and I'll do school later. So we want to provide them with, okay, this is the realistic vision of if you graduate with this diploma, you say you want to get this type of job, you probably need to go and get this certificate to get into
some
that
type of
something
post-secondary education.
But then it gives them a direction.
Right.
A lot of them are just making that decision and going nowhere, and they end up at McDonald's and in 10 years they're in the same position complaining.
Yeah.
We don't want that. There's so many cool opportunities. I mean, one of the cool things in education or juniors and seniors and their teachers is these entrepreneurial courses where they're teaching them financial management, how to pay for school, how does that work, explaining how to be a business owner, how to protect your ideas. They're talking about these concepts, which is great.
Yeah, we didn't cover that when I was in high school with business.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not close to it.
And there wasn't a whole lot of variety to me. Everything was either just go into business. I really didn't get a lot of information about an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship, being an owner.
That word wasn't even used.
Yeah, it wasn't even an option. So I went to Case Beauty College. And that was my way of saying I'm running my show.
Yeah, right.
And I'm actually running my show.
There it is. Look at it.
It worked.
Success.
Shout out to Case Beauty College.
Wait a minute, I owed him some money.
No shout out to Case Beauty College.
Yeah. Right. I feel you.
So I think that is, awesome. Now, when I was teaching, though, I noticed a shift within 7 years in the way kids learned, the way they received information, their attention span, their willingness, them being motivated. Have you noticed a difference, as time went on? Like, I got to really bring it because they ain't trying to do nothing.
Within your 7-year period.
Yeah.
Woo. Guys, it is crazy. That's the spirit you need every single day.
Yeah.
I respect teachers like crazy. Seriously. For those who doubt teachers or have critical opinions about teachers and
Just
how they operate.
undervalue
You never experience
They're totally
them.
undervalued.
You never experience them. Once you see the challenges day to day, it's crazy. I'm uniquely positioned where I only get to experience the kids once at a time, right? So I come in and bring this spark, and I'm like, yo, I know your teachers, I know your counselors, I know your principals are telling you this is what's up. I'm here to tell you how cool it is.
Yeah.
And that if you really take it serious, like you can get money out of what you love, or like, you know.
That's a fun way. I mean, I'm excited and I'm already whole grown. But with him just saying
Whole
that.
grown. I like that. I like
organic.
that.
Angel Starks is organic.
From the farm. That's straight
The
up.
way he said it, I'm
I
like,
love it.
sign me up, grown self. So you need
Makes
somebody that's reaching out to your youth and with some excitement and getting on their level on what they want to do, because it's social media, reality TV shows, all of that stuff. You gotta bring it when you're because they've already taken over their minds. So now you gotta creep in on their level.
That's
so.
it.
Tap into that energy.
It is. I love teachers who embrace technology, who embrace like, oh, let's bring these guys in and show them what happens behind the scenes. You know, right now you guys are seeing 3 people, but there's 2 other people that are in the production of this that, you know, get paid well. That's their careers, and you guys could do that too. So there's just so many cool things. I just like to be a spark of what opportunities are out there. And even if a student isn't meant for college, that doesn't mean that they're going to be unsuccessful.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like,
hey, you guys, you are tuned in. We're going to take a quick break and pay some bills. And we're going to be right back with David Wilkins so that we can talk about some of the challenges and how to know if you do have a youth member in your family that is perfect for college, or if they should just take a trade school, or maybe just not do any of it all. My son, for sure, we got a story to tell. So we'll be right back. You guys stay tuned. And you guys, we are back with our guest, Mr. David Wilkins. He is a representative from RallyCap. And so again, thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate your presence, your information.
Your energy, your enthusiasm.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's happy to have another man here. We don't want to say it, but
I mean, and just the energy and enthusiasm towards,
he is.
you know, the youth and education, man. That's, I'm all for it.
I appreciate it.
Beautiful vibe, because I was just starting to want fries. I think I requested some fries, and I'm starting to get a little tired. And then you came in and we're like, we could do it.
Let's do it.
You got us pumped, so I know the children have got to be pumped if they're not.
Well, these 2 are great, y'all. If you don't know,
Thank you.
It's been fun and natural, so you guys need to come be on the show.
Yes.
Check it out.
And don't forget, you can send us an email at angelstarkshow@gmail.com. Since he brought it up.
I did.
Okay, David, or Dave, tell me, you know, being an entrepreneur, for me, I've been an entrepreneur for, I'm old, I just can't remember, a long time, right?
She looked like 21. What you talking about?
Thank you. This is my very favorite guest in the whole entire world.
Of course.
For the record.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it for so long. I have stopped. I have worked other places. I've done both. I've worked temp agencies so that I can be durable at what I do on a lot of different companies without any type of backdraw. You know, I've done it all, right?
Yeah.
So, but people leave no records, right? I'm like, well, I won't be here next week, so I don't plan on attending that meeting.
Bye.
And so, you know, people say, oh, I love, you know, what you do. You get to make your own schedule. You're on vacation. You don't have to ask anybody. You don't have to wear a uniform. You run your day.
Right.
And so those are all the perks, and there's more to it. But there's that craziness that people don't even know about. Like, we are here right now with
the challenges.
The challenges.
What it takes to have that freedom, the sacrifices.
Oh, yeah, the sacrifices. And so give us a little bit of, you know, a couple examples of some sacrifices or challenges that you have had just getting to where you are right now.
Oh, my gosh. First off, I think your example is key. I think for anybody to think that we can do the whole job career thing like they did 30 years ago, work one place for 40 years, retirement.
Maybe all the way out of business.
Come on. Like,
it'd be moved in a year.
You know, anymore, we have to, you know, get some exposure to different things, and that'll tell us what we're good at and what we're bad at, what we like, what we don't like. And then, you know, I think for me, time management is key. You really have to have that initiative to organize your own schedule, to know where you're going to be.
And be disciplined.
Disciplined.
Yes.
It's not one thing that you can say at the top of the month, oh, I did it and I'm done for the rest of the month.
Right,
It's
right,
like a
right.
daily checkup.
Commitment.
You have to respond to emails, calls. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I made the 10 calls, but you got to follow up with them 10 people.
Right.
Yes.
and
Right,
chase them
right.
down sometimes.
Yeah,
You
go to
gotta-
their crib.
Go, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
look, this is real talk, y'all. Like, you really have to have a positive spirit, because if you, which I highly suggest you do, if you jump into the entrepreneurial lane, you really have to have a positive mindset, because you're going to get told no
So many times.
20
yeah.
times to that one
to
yes.
that one, yeah.
But that one yes feels so good, it's so worth it, and it will get you to freedom.
Yeah.
You know, in a number of different ways. So we all speak in the same language.
We are all speaking the same language, and you know, if you haven't had a chance, I know we follow each other on social media,
Yeah,
but we're busy, right? So you probably missed some of my posts. I missed some of yours.
I'm not friends with him, but I will be.
You
Oh,
are
yeah,
friends
we
with
connected.
us.
We connected.
Oh, you're
With
not
Dave,
friends
not
with
with
him?
Dave.
Yeah,
no.
not yet.
Okay,
Not
so-
yet. We
but you're
connected
friends
I
with
today.
know
Dave.
I'm friends with you. Yeah, we're on
we
the same
connected
show.
today.
I posted a video about no, how no can be, like, no changed my life.
Yeah.
People saying no to me. No, you're too little, you're too black,
Yeah.
you're too short, you're not good enough,
Yeah.
you're living indie for a fact,
Come
you
on.
can't do that type of stuff. Anything you can think of, that's not your real hair. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
right.
And that just gets me going.
Yeah.
I'm like, the weirdest. When somebody says no, I'm
and-
like, yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, I can.
That's my same motivation. I promise you, I'm not just saying it for the show to get more ratings. We would like more ratings, but
Come on.
I'm not just saying it to get more ratings. I swear, if you tell me no, I cannot, that was all I needed.
That's
to,
all I need.
Yeah, to be
Yeah.
able to achieve that.
Yes.
Hopefully there's some teens that are hearing this, that maybe your upbringing or something's not quite right, that you used to point to as your excuse.
Right.
Guys, that's just a no. That should charge you up, just like all the inspirational figures we know.
Yeah.
They turn that into a yes, and that's
right.
what made them overcome. So,
Absolutely.
like, regardless if you start with it or not, those no's will come. It's
Right.
going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to have to persevere. Persevere is a good word.
Man,
You know,
most definitely.
Perfect word.
when you start something, finish it. Keep going.
Yes.
There was a story, real quick, sorry. It's in Think and Grow Rich. They were like digging for gold at the very beginning of the story. Some guy put all kind of money into it. He got a little stream of gold.
Yeah.
And then kept digging and kept digging and kept digging, and he gave up. And he was like, there's no more here. Somebody came in,
Finished.
5 minutes behind
Right
him.
behind him.
2 digs and hit the largest gold reserve
That's
ever.
life,
Wow.
isn't it?
So don't
Yes.
give up. Don't give up.
You know,
Keep-
and
keep
that is
digging.
that is what I tell people all the time when I like envision something. I be on it, like I'm like executing it right now.
Right.
And people are like, "Why? You don't even think it through." First of all, I receive visions,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
so I already see it.
Yeah.
So there's no need for me to like think on it anymore.
Right.
I already seen
You
it.
saw it.
And
Right.
so
It's
when,
done.
But when you do it and it doesn't turn out perfect, and there's things that are not, you know, God is basically giving you your character,
Yep.
giving you your backstory for
Yep.
your success, right? I recognize that.
Come on.
Right.
But so then, you know, if you stop, somebody already seen what you was trying to do,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then now they're gonna go do 2 digs and they winning.
They there.
Taking it.
They there.
Never stop.
And think
never
about
stop.
media now. People putting their how-tos out
Right.
there. So
Out
somebody
there.
just got to watch that how-to
Yep.
and
It's
maybe
available.
change it, tweak it, different color, and
Yeah.
they might be the successful one.
The
So
same thing. And I believe that if you have a plan, once you think of a plan or you receive a vision and you analyze it and you think, man, I believe this will work without putting in any work.
Yeah, yeah.
And then sometimes you put in the work, you say, oh man, I don't think it's gonna work. Don't stop believing it won't work because of the amount of work you put in.
Yeah, oof.
Because if you believe that it will work from the beginning, it
Yeah,
works.
it's gonna work.
It just takes more work than what you have put in. And so
yeah.
once I have an idea to do something and I think that it'll work and I start it, then I do my best to make sure that I see it through.
Come on.
Because,
Amen.
because I didn't believe in it for any reason. I believed in it because I saw and visualized how it would play out.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And so your job, with RallyCap is similar to helping, youth. Some people go their whole entire life and never understand the difference between what they love to do, their hobbies, their passion, and then their calling.
Wow.
Those
Right.
are different things.
Wow.
And most people don't work and do what their favorite thing in the world is to do.
Right.
Your calling could be something that you don't even know is your favorite thing to do,
Right.
but it's your calling, right?
Right.
And that's what we're
Purpose.
doing right now.
Right.
I'd rather be a foot model. That's really what I want to do.
How? She got some good feet,
If we want to
y'all.
put it out there.
You guys need to see her
Okay.
feet.
But God said that I need to have a show.
I need a shoe from every brand.
Cover them feet.
Hey, for real. I mean, seriously, my calling is separate from like what my passion is. I just so happen to love what I'm doing now, but I had to grow into it.
Exactly.
And I also had to know, the difference between that. So you're basically helping the youth figure out not necessarily what they want to do, because they all gonna say, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a singer, I want to be a basketball player.
I want to be a baseball player. Yeah.
Right. But what is your calling? What did God create you to be so awesome at to help other people?
What is your purpose?
Yes.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because 95% of the students, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
It's in that
Sports,
list of
what
what
you
you
just
just
mentioned.
mentioned.
Sports or entertainment.
So this is the challenge I have for everybody else, all the lawyers out there, all the doctors, all the engineers, the people that are like with those weird things on the sidewalk that are, I mean, they do the mapping. I mean, there's so many jobs.
Right.
Guys, please turn it around and make it look cool to the kids of what you can do, what it means, and get it to them.
Yeah.
Because they just have no clue.
Yeah.
So tell them how cool it is to be a sports attorney, that you don't have to actually run with the ball and make $1 million that way.
Yeah.
Or even with sports and things like that, or entertainers, don't forget about cameramen. Cameramen are very important.
Oh,
Vital.
yes.
Vital.
Yeah.
Vital to my success.
Yeah, without cameramen, you would not have this show. So shout out to James and Mike working with us.
Yes. We love you guys.
They're dope.
Okay, it's been an awesome interview. The vibe is good. I went to church, came back right now. Okay?
Amen. Come on.
Focus.
Come on. God is in the building.
God is in the building, guys. So if you want to tell people where they can find out more about you, your services, what you have going on, just spread the word.
Okay. So RallyCap.com, and that's RallyCap.com. David at RallyCap.com, and then my phone number is 407-680-5409.
Hey, you guys, make sure that you tune in next Saturday morning at 12:30 a.m. on WHMB TV Channel 40. And follow up and tune in on ampsradio.com Monday mornings at 9 a.m. You're going to see our interview and a performance. The crowd went wild at the performance right here at the Jazz Kitchen with Bryan Thompson. We'll see you then. Stay tuned for our interview. It's up close and personal with sax player Bryan Thompson. You don't want to miss it. As promised, you guys, you are tuned in right here on WHMB TV 40 and Amps Radio and Amps TV. I am standing here with the very, very talented sax player Bryan Thompson. Thank you so much for doing an interview with me.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Now tell me, you just got done performing for hours and hours. People were locked in. I didn't see one person leave and walk out. Everybody was so engaged. It was beautiful. How do you feel after, performing? Do you feel great? Do you feel tired? How do you feel?
I feel inspired, actually. It's not often that, you get your locals here to come out and support like that. So I really feel great. And we had a sold-out show. So it just makes me to do better and keep going.
Now, is there one specific song that you played tonight that has some really, really emotional meaning to you or anything like that? One of your favorite songs?
Well, the last one that I did called Loving You was one of the very first songs I learned on the saxophone. So, every time I play it, it's one of the reasons how I actually started listening to Kenny G as well. Okay. So, it was just one of those songs that was, I think back to when I first started playing and why I started, so.
And I love the talking and the engagement that you did with the crowd. A lot of entertainers don't do that anymore, and that's a great piece that you do. Can you tell me what you're working on now? Do you have anything coming up that we all should know about?
Yes, we're working on our first debut full-length CD called Pursuit of Passion. So we're scheduling to get that out sometime this year. But yeah, that's the next big project, so I'm looking forward to that and getting that out to you guys.
Absolutely. And you guys, stay tuned right there. Make sure that you go and find Bryan. Can you tell people where they can find you on social media?
Yes, all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is all at B Thompson Music. No spaces, no caps, B Thompson Music, or you can Google it. So, yeah, I like to keep in touch with, as many supporters as I can.
Absolutely. You guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much for your interview. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
That's the wedding. So we're just taking them to dinner. If you're involved in this way, you should help us out. And
Well, thank you guys so much for being right here with us on WHMB TV 40, or you may have been tuned in on AmpsRadio.com. We really appreciate you. That is all that we have for you today. We want to thank Dave Wilkins for coming on the show today. It was so fun.
Man, great energy, a lot of enthusiasm. I know that whatever he's doing for the children, I know it's successful. I know it's working. So.
And he was dressed like us. Like we were all coordinated.
Yeah, we could have did a fashion show.
Or we should have just started singing. Ooh, we could have just broke out.
I don't know if we should have sung that, but we definitely we could have did something entertaining together.
Everybody knows that groups that dress alike start out like. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want to start off like that.
Okay, maybe next time. But
yeah,
that is it. That's all we got, right?
Yeah, thanks for watching, and sorry you had to hear that.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Welcome to Strength Factory, where we offer a variety of classes. You can check me out on Friday evenings from 5:30 p.m. for absolutely amazing abs, followed by total body.
And you can check me out Monday mornings at 5:30 a.m. and it's a total body class. You can see additional classes on our Facebook page at Strength Factory PT.
Strength Factory, building beautiful bodies, one rep at a time.